if I hear one more person ask me why I'm not dating in Chicago or like why I'm single, I'm literally just gonna keep telling them this story because the men out here kind of suck. Sorry if you're watching this. But on Sunday, me and my friend were walking on the lakefront and verbatim heard this man go, "Yeah, I don't care if the chicks come or not. I'm just ready to drink with the boys." Sums up dating in Chicago right there. Enough said. So yeah, that's why I'm single and plan on staying single.
Your ass 41. A grown ass goofy. Remember I just told you, you that old gang, and you.
That it's really unfortunate that I have to resort to the trenches that is Hinge to find like a halfway decent man. Like everyone said, like Chicago, like dating in Chicago is hard, and I was like, it can't be. Oh, it is. Like I know I'm not that picky. Where are all the fine men at? Where are y'all at? I just need a tatted bicep to lay my head on at night sometimes, you know?
Ready to go to La Mina while I tell you dating in Chicago. Ready? Ready. Number 1. If you're like a medium height baddie, meaning like 5'5", 5'4", 5'6", good luck finding a guy that you find attractive on Instagram and is not gonna lie to you about their height. And, you know, they will tell you I'm 5'7", 5'8", and then when you link up with them and they're wearing Air Maxes and you guys are the same height, and then they'll say, my posture. Yeah, that's a lie. Like, we already started our date based on a lie. Number 2, we have the guys that just love bomb you and then will catch feelings for you, but as soon as they catch feelings, they will be like, I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for a relationship right now. You're great. There's nothing that you did wrong. But in reality, I just wasn't ready right now. End of scene. We have the guys that follow all the freaking girls at the club. Like if they're a promoter. Like, I'm sorry, I did not know that you were also promoting for the mine. I'm sorry. Was I aware? You're a bartender? I didn't know that. Great. Love it. Oh, then we have the baby daddies. The baby daddies are still in all this baby mama drama. Love them too. Love them. But certainly not least, we'll have the guys that pretend to have all this money on them. But when you ask them to go on a date with you, they'll take you to the park. And mic drop.
This is going to be probably about a 60-second video, but I'm Russ. I'm 39. I live outside of Chicago. I work on the North Shore as a firefighter paramedic. Dating fucking sucks. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Don't know why I keep ending up matching with the worst of the worst. I really just don't know if it's just me or if others are having the same kind of issues. So I'm going to start documenting it because I am honestly at a loss for words. I don't really understand if I'm doing something wrong or what, but I'm hoping to maybe find others that maybe have similar situations or advice and can steer me in a better direction. So drop in the comments if you're in the similar boat, and here we go.
Chicago, but I have a little bit, so I'm gonna tell you guys about one of the dates I went on. If it even is a date, I don't think so. So basically this guy was like begging to hang out with me. I finally caved. I was like, you know what, I need to get out of my shell, young and turnt, let's do it. He drives 3 hours to get here. He gets to my apartment, he comes in, we sit on the couch. I'm kind of expecting him to have something that he wants to do or something that he wants to take me to, or at least a little bit of an idea of what we should do with our time, since he just drove 3 hours to see me, right? Wrong. We're sitting on the couch, the small talk is kind of coming to an end, and I'm like, okay, like, what should we do? I don't know, what do you want to do? You pick. I don't know, what should we do? Right. I pick, right? And I'm like, well, I'm not gonna, like, be spending money on you if you didn't even come here with a plan, so let's go on a walk. We go on a walk. We go on like a 4-mile walk. We're walking on the lakefront. We see this big patch of geese. And I was like, I wonder what geese think about. Like, I just love animals. We start talking about animals. Oh, do you have any pets? He's like, no, I don't have any pets. I don't like animals. They're gross. They live outside. You don't know where they've been. wrong bitch to say that to. Immediately no. This is where everything takes a turn, because now I have this premeditated idea of him in my head. He doesn't like animals. Immediate red flag. How can you not like animals? To me, like, that kind of makes you a bad person, dare I say. Whatever, we continue. His version of flirting is like rage bait and like trying to like work you up and make you angry and piss you off. Basically, like, just being annoying. We've been walking for a long time. At this point, it's like 5 p.m. and I'm getting a little hungry because I've been with this man all day. We haven't eaten. I haven't even had a sip of water because we've been out walking. So I'm like, I'm kind of hungry. Like, do you want to get food somewhere? He says, no, I could wait. I'm not really hungry yet. I could wait. Right, you could wait. Okay, true. Let's wait then. We walk all the way back to my apartment. We get to my apartment. Again, I'm like, okay, I'm like pretty hungry. Like, maybe we should go get something. He's like, let's just DoorDash. Okay, let's DoorDash. So we DoorDash. We get this poke place. I'm like, this looks good. Let's get poke. He says, I've never had this, but he wanted to get it. So we get it. And he orders the most ordered option. He doesn't pick through like what he wants. He just orders the most ordered poke bowl. It comes, guess what? He doesn't like it. It's basically just a salad with tuna on it. And he was like, this is disgusting. I don't like this. Well, that's because you didn't even look at what you ordered. You didn't read it, nothing. Like, he says, well, I thought it was the most ordered one. So I thought that it was going to be good because a lot of people order this one. Okay, well, it's kind of important to like read the ingredients and read what's in the bowl and make sure you like everything in it before you order it, right? And this is just one of those things where like normally it's not that annoying, but I think after this whole day it kind of just pissed me off because I'd already been building up like some anger towards him. Anyway, he doesn't eat it. It's 9 p.m. at this time. I'm trying to figure out a way to get this man out of my apartment. So I keep hinting at, oh, I'm tired, like, I should go to sleep, I'm tired. Oh, and before this, he was like, should I sleep over? Thank God I said no. I finally get him to leave. And then he's texting me, he's calling me, and this is where I'm bad. I should communicate, like, hey, you know, I wasn't really feeling it. I ghost him, and then I block him on everything. Turns out this man has a burner account. And I posted a TikTok about him like a while ago. He saw it, blew up, it got like 5 million views. He saw the TikTok about him. He texted me on my actual phone number, I think, because I don't think I blocked him on there. I think I just deleted his phone number. And then I started kind of feeling bad. But I don't think I ever explained to him like it wasn't gonna work. No, I didn't. I think I just never answered and then he didn't text me again. But for those of you who ask why I don't date in Chicago, that's exactly why. And also because I still love my ex.
It's about dating in Chicago. We've all heard it, we've all said it. Dating in Chicago sucks. No one gets approached at bars. We're tired of seeing the same people on Hinge. So why don't we all collectively change that? When I heard about Eclipse, a new dating app in Chicago, I thought, wow, this is such a cool concept, and I immediately signed up. The Chicago dating scene narrative is not going to change overnight, but how perfect to start with an app that forces you to interact with people in the wild. I've used dating apps before, but lately I've been against them because I'm someone who's out all the time. I want to feel like I'm meeting someone naturally, but Eclipse helps me do just that. You can filter it to what neighborhood you're going out that night and even scroll through and explore the rest of the neighborhoods. Once you find a match, the rest is up to you, but the kicker is the matches disappear at 7 a.m., so you only have that night to act on your matches. Download the app, find someone interesting, meet them in the wild, and you just might have a night to remember. It takes less than 5 minutes to set up your profile, and you're not having to come up with these insane prompts. You just answer a few questions and then filter to what neighborhood you're going out, and then you go find your matches.
This is just dating in Chicago as a 29-year-old. And yes, this is a guy who invited me to his birthday party where I got to be the crush a couple weeks ago. And the thing is, like, being ghosted is emotionally tragic, not because of like loss of contact with the person, at least for me in this case. Like, ghosts are scary. I don't like ghosts anyway. It is the feeling lied to and manipulated, because I'm a words of affirmation girl. It's one of my love language. Quite honestly, I love all the love languages, but like words of affirmation, I love giving them, I love encouraging, and I love receiving them. He also was a words of affirmation person. I don't know if this was like actually, or if he just realized that you could really manipulate people with their words. Probably the latter. saying how this situation played out. Anyway, I realize that in dating situations, in this situation specifically, the pain of being manipulated with the truth and being lied to with the truth, like, how could you be lied to with the truth? I'll tell you. He was really good at saying things and noticing things about me that he appreciated and just that are true about me. Like, he would articulate it in a way that made me feel like he saw me and he recognized me and he thought that that was valuable to him. And I'm like, oh God, we're on the same page. Like, you get it. You get my amazingness. Like, this is great. He also, like, very clearly said certain things to make me believe that he wanted a future with me, or at least he saw us like dating. Like, I don't know about like marriage and long-term dating, but at least he saw us like dating for a while longer. Like, he was very intentional about saying those things to me. Clearly, his intentions were unreliable at best and a lie at worst. So I have fully learned the lesson that the only way to test somebody's intentions and how much they believe in the truth of what they're saying and how much they value the truth of what they're saying is by time. That's the only way. Also, this guy I met on Hinge, he's 36, he's white, and he lives on the south side. So if you are a black woman dating, and he also said he exclusively is dating like black women. So I share that in case you're on Hinge and you're black and you live in Chicago and you run into him, be safe, because you really, like, I don't know. I honestly don't think he should be in the dating pool based on some of the other things that you saw. He shouldn't be. Some people shouldn't be in the dating pool. Like, I don't know why they do it. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But you don't deserve to be collateral damage. And neither do I. So if you want to know who this person was, because you're dating in Chicago, DM me and I'll tell you. I'll tell you his name.
Have ever seen an episode of Sex and the City, specifically season 2, episode 3, the freak show? You know, the one where Carrie's like comparing all her dates to like different weirdos like in the city. Like, mind you, that lady was 32 in season 1. So you at 27, like, you're gonna be fine, diva. Like, nothing that's going on today is like different from what they were dealing with. And that episode came out in 1999. You're not the first person to ever get ghosted. You're not the first person to ever go on a weird date. And honestly, some of the stuff these men be doing on the dates, literally just look up an episode of Sex and the City. They are probably doing it in that episode too. Truly, the only difference is like back at that time, like if they didn't call you within the 3 days, you literally just never saw them again, or you randomly ran into them at a bar like 3 months later. Like now, if they never text or call you again, they're just gonna watch your Instagram story for the rest of your life and then send you like a really weird DM at like 3 a.m. 5 months later, and then you're gonna respond, and then you will again never hear from them again. Just see them watching your Instagram story. If anything, dating in a major city is like way more fun because there aren't like only 5 bars that everyone goes to. Like, you have a plethora of neighborhoods, a plethora of bars. There's brand new people moving in literally all the time. So if anything, I ask you divas to start having fun with your dating. Date for fun. Like, every single person you date is not meant to be your husband. Like, I hope you know that. Like, you're going to meet so many people that are going to teach you so many things and make you think of so many perspectives and make you really realize what you really want in a relationship, what you really don't want in a relationship. And that is like the joy of dating in a major city. So chill out. Don't take it too seriously. And again, they were 32 in season 1. They were 32. At 27, even at 25, you're going to be all right, shawty.
Chicago, you already know how horrible the dating scene is out there. I've lived in multiple cities, and while none of them are great, Chicago is by far the worst. So I built something for you guys. Like, everyone in the city is over Hinge. Don't need to get into that. No one really meets while they're out anymore. People kind of just stay in their own groups and no one talks to one another. So I created Eclipse. Before you go out each night, you see profiles of people who are going out in the same neighborhood as you that night. The next morning, everything disappears. Give it like virtual wingman who's giving you the soft green light to say hi to someone who also wants to be said hi to. The next morning, everything disappears. So if you don't get their number or exchange information, you may never see them again. We just launched exclusively in Chicago. We're completely free. Link is in the bio. Maybe I'll save a life or two.
5 men that I've dated in Chicago. 5. And I don't date that often. Let's keep that in mind here. Why have the last 5 men that I've dated in Chicago lied about their identities? Whether it be their occupation, their age, where they're from, what school they went to. And this is not a universal issue to men. I'm sure women also lie as well. But why did it happen 5 times? You're all frauds. Sorry, no. You're not all just frauds. You're frauds and you're freaks.
Chicago looks like the guy you're dating is probably doing orgies and thinking you're still on the table. Go off, sis.
Chicago, you saying you're trying to find someone, and I, a person who loves sports, has been working in a sports bar for 8 years, mentions that the draft on Thursday tends to bring out a lot of good-looking men. The playoffs tends to bring out a lot of good-looking men, and now I'm a whore and a Jezebel. Do y'all people want to get married or not? Do you want to find a soulmate or not? Like, it's no secret that the men like sports, and it's no secret that a lot of women don't care if you like sports. I thought I was maybe doing a little bit of matchmaking, but now I'm a whore and a Jezebel, and now all the men can see it, and I shouldn't have posted that they be outside. So how the heck we gonna find you? Because ain't nobody doing that on a dating app. But I don't know. I just thought I'd do something nice for you guys. I'm in Cancun though, so I don't know. I feel like Thursday about to be lit as fuck because I got hundreds and thousands of shares and saves. So go out there on Thursday and find your boo, and you're gonna have like a sweet little summer, I think.
I go, be honest. Don't hold back. I asked a random group of girls at a table. There's about 5 of them. They looked like they're having a good time. They were loud. I walked up to them personally. They were like, should we be quiet? I was like, no. Be louder. Go ahead. Have fun. I'm just curious. How is dating in Chicago? Beyond the fact that a lot of people are always going to say it's not going to be that good, I was caught to surprise that men do approach women nowadays. You know what? Shout out to the men. I know men and women are having a tiff at this moment in time because Clay and Megan are not on the same page. There are some things that happened. I don't agree with him. You know, Clay, can't say is a good choice. But I'll say I have hopes. I have high hopes for people in the dating scene, especially out here. I'm curious though. What did it look like for you?
Since moving to Chicago last night, here are the highlights. The bar we were supposed to go to was closed because of health code. Perfect. Kind of thought I was getting set up for a second and he wasn't gonna show up. I tried dim sum for the first time. That was bomb. While I was on my date, I had the guy I was supposed to be on a date with the night before hit me up at 10 p.m. saying, "What are you doing this weekend?" Sir, it was supposed to be a date with you, but you wanted to reschedule while I'm on a date. Okay, I ran into someone from my college. I beat my date in darts. You knew I would. I told him that love bombing doesn't work on me. And I go, if you love bomb me and then don't talk to me for a day, I'm gone. I'm gone. And I said it twice. So that's good. Everyone was obsessed with us and everyone thought we were like actually dating. I'm like, this is a first date, guys. What do you guys think? There was one couple that was like hammered. They kept going, are you guys in love? Who said I love you first? Will you guys kiss? I'm like, guys, I met him a few hours ago. This is a first date. Okay. Shout out Abby and Griffin though, if you see this. Oh, I had him hung out at his place and I made margaritas for us because I'm a bartender. Durr. I had him play Silver Springs. He's like, I've never heard this. I'm like, uh-huh. Oh, also that couple, the guy in the couple that was like obsessed with us and kept saying we should get married and yada yada, said that the guy I was on a date with was more into me than vice versa. And he said he was hot. Oh, also, my date paid for everything, and like didn't even make a fuss. Oh, also, I went to the bathroom at one point and I said, oh, can you watch my drink? I took my purse because I always take my purse. And I come out of the bathroom to this. I was like, what happened? He goes, oh, you have your purse. Okay.
He was like freaking out. I was like, I would rather have that than the guy that doesn't pay attention, you know? He was great though.
Chicago, because it will be harder to find your significant other here. Most Chicagoans can attest this, but for some reason dating absolutely sucks here in Chicago compared to other places. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe because Chicago isn't really a transplant city, so people aren't that outgoing, don't approach totally random people like in other cities like NYC. Dating here is more like meeting through friends of friends. Also, I feel like the dating pool does skew towards men a bit here more. Don't even get me started on the hinge game out here. It's a humiliation ritual. So if you want to find your partner, I wouldn't come to Chicago.
Okay, I'm currently coming back from a client right now in the suburbs, and I got thinking about a good idea for a video, which is this video, and that is how my career has impacted my dating life. For context, I am 35 years old, I am single, I live in Chicago. Okay, so my career really prevented me from dating when I was in my 20s. I work in consulting, I've worked in consulting the majority of my career. And early on, I was traveling for work Monday through Thursday, every single week. And so I just couldn't date. Even when I would come back from traveling, I would be exhausted. I would just feel like I just couldn't. And the time that I did have, I wanted to spend with my friends. I do that on the weekends. And then next thing I know, Sunday night, I'm packing up to go travel again. And honestly, I don't have any regrets about that. I have been able to travel across the country, across the world with my job and my career. And your 20s is the time to do it. So I don't have any regret. Did it impact my dating life? Absolutely. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. Okay, so let's fast forward to current day and how my career at 35 is impacted with dating. I did not grow up wealthy. I grew up middle class in a town called Kokomo, Indiana. Middle class in Kokomo, Indiana would be the equivalent to being lower class, I guess, in the Chicago suburbs. But my parents and grandparents did everything that they could to make sure that I went to school. Granted, my only choices were really in-state schools, being from Indiana, so I went to Indiana University, and I was just really encouraged to do well in school from my parents, and I did. I graduated with a degree in finance, but I'm not a trust fund kid. In 2021, I don't know why I said it like that, in 2021, I bought a condo, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo in River North, all on my own. Now, this is the point of the story where men with fragile egos need to stop watching this video because I feel like you're going to get a little upset. All right, with that being said, I am more successful than any man I've ever dated in my adult life. And this is not a flex because this is all the output of just literally being a good human being and working hard. This might call into question the caliber of men that I am going on dates with and dating. But these are also like the types of men that a lot of women also marry. I don't know. I have dated guys that start out being very fine with the fact that I make more money than they do, that I'm better off in my career than they are. And then somewhere down the road is when the microaggressions start coming out. The comments like, oh, well, I could have bought a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo also, but X, Y, and Z, some bullshit excuse. Or the comments like, well, at least my career is helping people. I just have my shit together. And that's all I'm asking for in a man, is just for him to have his shit together.
I think why I'm really irked with this whole topic is because I hate the fact that I have downplayed my own success to make a man feel better about himself, and I'm never going to do that again. And I feel like there's probably a lot of women that are in that same boat. I am my own daddy. We are all our own daddies, and I hope that we all find a man that celebrates us and celebrates our accomplishments and pushes us to be better people.
I did something bad. I downloaded Hinge again. And I also downloaded Bumble, which was really crazy because I haven't downloaded that in over a year. And, it's warm outside. I want to go on a little date. I want to go meet people. Like, I don't know if my husband's in Chicago. He's not, probably. But I thought I would try. And, I was scrolling, hitting X. And it got to about 15 minutes. And I was like, dude, I don't even think I liked anyone in the last 15 minutes of consistently just... I think I'm cooked. I think I'm cooked. Like, I shouldn't be dating.
For my girlies in Chicago, how the hell are you guys dating? Because tell me why I'm about to graduate college and I've only had one relationship so far. And I've heard from people who are genuinely working that you don't ever get to meet anyone new unless if you go to like social events like bars or parties. But I'm like, do you really want to be finding a guy in that kind of setting? Like most of them, in my opinion, are not really that reliable. And I do have some mutuals, but like I don't want to be dating a friend of a friend, you know? Like if we end up dating and things get messy, then I would feel bad for the friend in between who introduced us. It's just really freaking scary being a student and going from class to class all the time, meeting so many people, to just being stuck in like one office with people who are probably not even your age range. And I don't want to use Hinge or Tinder either, because I feel like people are honestly sometimes on there just to like for some action, which is not what I'm looking for. Also hate the nature of those apps. Like you just keep on scrolling and like judging people based off their appearance. I think it's really shallow. Like there's nothing much to it other than that. I don't know if this is an issue in other locations as well, because I just saw a video of a girl in New York ranting about the same thing essentially. So yeah, let me know.
I have a serious matter to bring to everyone's attention, and it's called the lakefront eye contact dilemma. What is the lakefront eye contact dilemma, may you ask? Well, let me explain it to you. When you're walking or running the lakefront and you see a potential suitor and you realize you're never gonna see them again in your entire life, the amount of times I've made eye contact with someone and I'm like, wow, how do I go find him, is insane. I can't even count on two hands. I don't think I can go through with that another summer this year. So let me know what we're doing about this, girls, because I've genuinely considered running after someone before. Do I do that? Do I hand out business cards as I'm going? What do I do? I don't want to interrupt someone's workout. Also, in that moment, sometimes it happens so fast that I don't react quickly enough. I need to be 100% ready at all times going forward. Any ideas are greatly appreciated. And maybe then we can all solve this dilemma together.
Prefrontal lobe develops, I'm not dating. I said this last year before I turned 25, and now that I'm 6 months into the coveted age, I'm still not dating. So I decided to go to a speed dating event hosted by Thursday Dating in Chicago. I used to host speed dating events in college, so it was my first time attending as a guest, and bro, I literally had the worst time ever at this event. Like literally, despite my friends and I looking drop dead gorgeous, there was no cute guys to talk to and no one even worth talking to. Honestly, it didn't really feel like a welcoming place for a black woman anyway. My expectations were low going in, so I can't even say I was disappointed. But now I'm just gonna let God write my love story. After that event, I need to host another speed dating event in Chicago and show them how it's really done. So if you're interested, let me know and I'm gonna get to planning.
Woman just means that you have at least one friend who is actively getting screwed over by a guy who's from Ohio originally. Girl, why are we crying over a man that is obsessed with Skyline Chili?
Dating scene in Chicago. So I'm a bartender. I work all the time, and I don't date. I really don't date. I don't like people. I like to stay alone. I hate people. But of course I get everybody in there and, you know, they all want me, whatever. So anyways, I get this guy. He comes in there. He's telling me how he was a crackhead. I was like, okay. Keep in mind, he keeps talking like this. He's like, I just talk like this. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Cool story. And then he proceeds to tell me, I have tickets to a concert. Do you want to go to a concert with me? And I was like, I'm kind of busy. Sorry. And then he proceeds to tell me, well, my teeth are getting done soon. Bro. What? This man is asking me out with no fucking teeth. I got a Muppet character, a Muppet, hitting on me. Why? Why do I go to the gym? Why do I try? I got Muppets coming after me. This is Chicago. They don't care. They have no shame. They have no shame. Don't worry about a concert. Worry about your fucking teeth.
Chicago. Hey, I got you guys. Number one rule. You gotta text her you irritated first, cause she already irritated. She woke up like that, you hear me? Number two, don't, after y'all date, when she talking about let's get a bottle, don't get a bottle, it's a trap. Her ass gonna turn to Lil Durk. All she gonna do is start freestyling and shit. Happen like that, what you think is gonna happen. Don't give no cut water. That's like giving a gremlin water after night. Her ass, don't give her none of that.
Was quite literally crazy. As you know, I'm brand new, so I'm brand new to the dating scene, and of course I'm on Hinge. Hinge has been popping off for me. It's where I've had the most luck so far. I'm currently talking to a few different potential guys on Hinge. They're all very great, very sweet people so far. Anyway, I'm trying to plan my dates with these men to see who I fit with better. Go on a date with guy number one. He invites me out to a wine bar in Lincoln Park. It was just so nice, so beautiful, so intimate. It was a great first date spot. Not only was it a great date spot, but we're vibing, we're being flirty, we're having a great time. I'm having an amazing first date with this man. I think he was too. Like, we're both vibing, having a great time. We're sitting at the bar, having the time of our lives. I'm laughing, I'm having such a great time with this man. When I get a text from Hinge date number 2. His message was, hey, sorry if this is weird, but I think you're at the same bar that I am, and I think you're on a date, question mark. Haha, I'm with a friend. And I remember seeing that, and I'm like, oh my God, that is crazy. Oh my God. What? Obviously, I don't respond until the next day when I'm not on my date. And I text him, oh, haha, what bar? And then he said the wine bar in Lincoln Park. And I was like, yeah, that was me. That was me. Like, what a small world. What a crazy coincidence. Later that day, Hinge date number 3 is texting me. And he texted me, replied back to something that I had said previously. Like, we're still like having a conversation. So anyway, he responds back to whatever our conversation was, and he follows up that text with, by the way, weird question, but did I see you out at a bar in Lincoln Park last night? And I was like, what? At this point I'm thinking, there's no way, because what a crazy coincidence for 2 of my Hinge dates to have seen me out on a Hinge date. I reply back, you know, I ask him, I'm like, oh, haha, where? He says where? I'm like, oh my God, that is so crazy. Yeah, that was me. And I'm just like, what like, how crazy is that all 3 of my Hinge dates that I've been talking to were in the same bar that night. Like, that's so crazy. And I realized how small Chicago was. I always think of Chicago as being so much bigger than Atlanta, but even Atlanta had a really small dating scene. Basically, it was a big city, but really small, if that makes sense. Anyway, I feel like I can't show my face out in Lincoln Park anymore because what the actual, like, craziness. It's just one of the many crazy Chicago dating experiences I've had. Love to know if something like this has ever happened to you before. For a couple months now, and here are some things that I've noticed. Let me start off by saying I met some really amazing men that are just so sweet, so caring, so accommodating, and always offer to pick me up on a first date or have brought me flowers. Like top tier, high quality men. But I've noticed that there are a lot of liberal men, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, if I lean a little bit more conservative and he leans a little bit more liberal, then typically our core values are not going to align, and therefore there's no point in talking because we're not going to be long-term compatible. I've also noticed that there are a lot of agnostic or atheist men, and I simply can't do that. I was raised Catholic and I'm very deeply rooted in my faith. I would love to get married in a Catholic church. It's a non-negotiable for me. So I need a man that's also religious or Catholic. Also, is Cupertino just like the go-to first date spot for these men? Because I kid you not, my first 3 dates when I originally moved here were all at Cupertino, back to back. Every week I was going to Cupertino, and as much as I love that place, it's so good, I don't think I can go back for a very long time.
In Chicago just saved me for the first time. Get into it, so it's not a super long story. So I went on a date with this guy not that long ago, and I haven't dated in a really long time because I wanted to take a break, just focus on myself. since, you know, the weather in Chicago has been a little better, I'm like, why don't I go on a date? Just get, you know, myself out there little by little. So, you know, I go back on the apps. That was my first mistake. I meet this French guy, you know, we set up a date, everything seemed fine. I tried to give people the benefit of the doubt, but with men, I definitely shouldn't. We go on the date is, you know, okay, like nothing to rave about, but also I left the date feeling like I wasn't really sure if I wanted to see him again. And also, low-key, I kind of think he was still in love with his ex. That's what it was giving. So, you know, I was a little unsure about it after. The other day, someone commented on my TikTok I did a little bit ago, asking if I could add them to the Facebook group, Are We Dating the Same Guy? So I go on it. To my surprise, guess what I found? And the post said, wait, let me read it to you. Had to take out my iPad for this. It says his name, 30, red flag. Also, he's 30. Like, come on. Went on 5 to 6 dates. Told him to let me know if he was seeing other people. He said no. And he would let me know if he was. Find out he's dating like 5 other people and has a girlfriend in Indiana. It keeps getting more interesting. After reading that, obviously, I'm like, I'm never gonna see this guy again. Like, I never even texted him back. I reply, you know, just saying I went on a date with him. It seemed like a red flag and like he was still in love with his ex, you know, my opinion. Then she says, he also has a kid in Paris. Excuse me? He never told me he had a child. He isn't from Paris, so I do believe this girl. Obviously, these are all just people's opinions, but everything pretty much checked out. I do believe that in the early stages of dating, it's totally okay to be dating other people, you know, like I don't think that's cheating. I don't think anyone should consider it, my opinion. But telling someone that you're dating, that you're not dating other people, and find out you're dating like 5, 6 other people, and have a girlfriend in Indiana, it does check out because he told me something about Indiana, I believe. So, you know, I put 2 and 2 together, everything made sense. But the kid part, I was not told he had a child. He also did seem very immature for his age, like 30? Come on. You know what? I'm just gonna stay single. Moral of the story, I'm gonna stay single. And thank you to that girl.
What dating in Chicago is like in a nutshell. Went to STK this past weekend, went in, sat at the bar. There's a man at the bar. He immediately starts staring. I don't acknowledge him. He's looking me up and down. Don't acknowledge him. Finally, he goes, "What made you decide red?" Talking about my toe color. Again, don't acknowledge him. About 5-10 minutes later, his date joins him.
In Chicago, as a guy with a perfectly average salary summertime edition.
Yeah, it's so nice out. We should do something today. Yeah, I heard those are reserved. They're probably all taken by now. What if we just got like a 12-pack and hung by the beach? Yeah, I can't do that. Unfortunately, Chase said, you know, can't do boats. I guess it's a new policy. I don't know. The way my checking account's set up, that's what they said. No boats, I guess. What about like Tin Lizzy? They got like the windows open there. You know, it's a nice little spot. Oh, no shit. I didn't know they had turtle races there.
Thought moving to Chicago, I was going to be going on these incredible dates. Like, I tried to plan a date for this weekend. He like offers Saturday morning. He says coffee, bloodies, mimosas. Like, this is an easy first date. Perfect. So I was like, all right, Saturday morning's great. Do you have a coffee place you'd like? And he was like, no. Do you have one that you want? And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm planning this date. I was so annoyed I couldn't even respond till the next day. So now I have to figure out like where we live. And then I find like 3 coffee options that are right in between us. So I was like, here are 3 coffee shops. You can like choose one. And then he's like, you did all this hard work. The least you could do is pick one that you want the most, which seems nice, but it's just a cop out of doing any work for this date. So I'm like, whatever. So I give one, I give it my time availability. with the expectation he's going to give me a time, and he says, okay, perfect, I'll check in with you tomorrow. So now we still do not have concrete plans. Today, he texts me at 5 p.m.